traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture. None is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. That's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. PJ Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler, Trevor Ariza out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Oladipo in at the point. And for the Nets, we've got Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harden in at the point guard position. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Oladipo outside. Harris against Butler. He gets it in there.
What a nice touch on the floater. Butler has perfected that shot, has it down to a science.
Harden scanning the floor. Durant for three. Robinson pulls it in. Oladipo outside. Offline with his three. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And on the way from Irving for three. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
The team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
Now, here is Robinson. To the inside. Shot's good by Butler.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Harden launches it from deep. And his first shot of the game, no good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Butler passes to Robinson. Oladipo with the ball. Drills the three-pointer.
Count that one, an average long-range shooter. Oladipo makes enough to where you've got to respect his shot.
And just an emotional return from injury for Oladipo last season. He missed over a year due to that knee, and just great to see the young man back on the floor.
Well, it sure is, Greg. I mean, it didn't take long for Oladipo to show he's still an outstanding player. I mean, he means so much to this team when he's healthy. His energy is infectious, and he's a big-time playmaker and shot maker. It's really hard to miss a full year. But I tell you what, Oladipo did not look rusty for long.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Great open look there.
The creativity of an artist, that's what Harden has. An excellent decision maker, too. Comfortable at pulling from right here.
Oladipo, the pass to Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
First free throw is good.
Hey, from role player to bona fide star, the jump Oladipo has taken has been outstanding. And he's not done yet, folks. He's continuing to grow.
Oladipo hits them both. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Harden outside. It's hauled in by the Heat.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Butler kicks to Robinson. The kick outside to Butler. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn, trailing by 2. Passes it to Durant. Oh, good on that one. Good D by Ariza. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
You know, the fact that Oladipo and his teammates are so well connected, they know exactly when to send the lob his way.
And here's Harden for 3. It doesn't go for him. Now the Heat take it the other way.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. The Heat with a fresh 14. Basket good.
Man, love the size Ariza has down low, using his long arms to get off shots inside.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
For the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown is checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And a new group in for the Heat. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Iguodala comes in for Trevor Ariza. Heroes checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Oladipo.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Heat.
And here's Dragic. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trailed by 6. Here's Dinwiddie. Offensive rebound. Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The Heat have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Dragic taking his time here. Butler against Brown. And it's Butler missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Butler. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now. Outside Irving.
Dinwiddie outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Heat lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing the effects of that.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover, and so we're all adjusting and getting used to playing together and building that chemistry and that foundation.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Miami.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Iguodala, Kendrick Nunn out there with Dragic. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Hero in at the small forward. There's Dinwiddie. Heat knocking down the tray.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide-open teammate.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
James Harden, he's checked in for Irving. And Miami also making a switch. Adebayo's checked in. Now here's Iguodala. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Dragic the pass to Dedmon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And the first one drops. Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Green, and Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. The Heat also changing it up. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Iguodala. And it's Oladipo in for Goran Dragic. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Harden inside the three-point line. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Harden's got 5 now.
Impeccable form there. I mean, Harden should teach a master class in shooting. Doesn't get any better than his jump shot. Efficient, economy of movement, and the stroke often leads to splashes.
Now, here's Dedmon. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Man, when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Heat. free throw good from Durant.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin.
What a play! Woo!
The bounce, the creativity, the strength. When Oladipo rises up, he's looking to punch it down as hard as he can.
Brown with the bounce pass. In the corner, it's Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Griffin's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
The pass to Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. To the paint. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Harden kicks to Harris. No good on the 3. And so it's none with it. He brings it up for Miami. They've led by as much as 10. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Heat. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brown against Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ariza has the open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Ariza's got 5 points so far.
Rapid-fire release from Ariza like a staple gun. Boom, boom. Outstanding at shooting as soon as the pass gets to his hands.
Pass to Harden from deep 3-point range. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. There's the lob to Oladipo.
Love seeing Oladipo square up from there. I mean, he knows his range very well, and his shot selection matches his range.
Harden the pass to Durant. There's a minute 40 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Griffin. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Passes it to Butler. High post try. A rebound by the Nets. KD looking around. From deep Harden. Caption coming off the assist from KD. He's got 8.
And Harden right there demonstrating why he's a top-tier scorer. Gets these long shots off quickly.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Harris. Dinwiddie's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. And then for Miami, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Ariza. Hero comes in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Oladipo. Dinwiddie against Adebayo. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. Out to the right wing. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. That one misses. The Heat leading by 4. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Adebayo. And it's blocked. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Outside Irving from downtown. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half.
Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points and 1 assist. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
Well, here we go again. It's Oladipo time. He embraces being the go-to guy. Just too much athleticism for that defense right now.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
Well, they're 4 rebounding. It hasn't killed them on the scoreboard yet, but they need to pick it up. This is a game they can win. If they come out hustling in the second half, they can win.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.